Okay, so does butter need to go in the fridge or can it stay on the counter? You've probably seen people do both, but what's the right way? Joel Nichols is here to answer the age-old question, Joel.
Because I'm age-old, and that's why I know the answers to these age-old questions. Now, both technically, I guess, are right. We were talking about it, though, before we started. You can keep butter out at room temperature for a few days, but the rest of it should always be in the fridge. The reason you can only leave a little butter out is that butter is mostly fat, and that makes it less attractive to bacteria. And since fat's less attractive to bacteria, it's why I rarely get sick.
Oh, whatever.
But the thing is, you do buy this in the refrigerated section. So, I mean, when I grew up, we always had it in the fridge.
Same. It's easier to spread if you leave it out.
That's right.
What about eggs? I mean, I think eggs are a no-brainer. They got to go in the fridge, right?
I would think you're probably right. Now, if you bought them in the States, they need to go in the fridge. And here's why. The eggs you get at our stores are washed with soap and hot water, and that takes off this little protective layer, the outer protective layer. So if you happen to have European eggs, and you can tell because when you hatch them, they go, hello. It's because they aren't washed first. So if you happen to have fancy European eggs, that's different than good old American eggs.
That's interesting. Okay, let's talk about fruit. At our house, sometimes we get in an argument about, does this make them go bad faster if you put them in the fridge?
Really?
You know,
this is a bone of contention for you? All right, here we go. For longevity's sake, apples should be kept cold. And Lindsay needs to find better things to fight about. If you keep them in the fruit bowl for about a week, that's probably fine. But they do give off a gas, which will speed up the ripening process. So if you leave them out too long, then they'll go bad quicker, like that. Now, peaches, plums, anything with a stone in the middle, like this, in the fridge once it's ripe.
Okay. There you go. Okay, let's talk about stuff you've never thought of. This I thought was kind of surprising. Nuts?
How about them nuts? They say nuts should go in the fridge, and that's because there's oil in them, and the oil makes them spoil, and at room temperature, they tend to go bad a little quicker. But, I mean, even at room temperature, they'll last months and months. If you put them in the fridge, they could last, a couple of years.
This is incredible.
And this is the other thing, and I did hear this not too long ago. You should actually put that in the fridge. It lasts much longer. 2 years. 2 years in the fridge.
It will last 2 years in the fridge. That's amazing to me.
Put your flour in the fridge if you're going to be baking a cake 2 years from now.
Plan ahead.
So it all comes together.
Patrick?
Well, good to know, but now I'm going to need a much bigger fridge.
A lot more stuff to put in there.
That's true.
Yeah, it's going to be a mess. All right, thank you guys.